Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sebastián Velázquez, and I semester civil engineering student at the UCC Villavicencio. I'll give a brief explanation of my project. My project is a study of the properties of Alkali-Activated Geopolymers based of on-rise hues and reinforced with glass fiber. Uh, let's go. Introduction. Cement is primarily produced for limestone, which heated high temperatures in a kiln. In the process, now a clinkerization, large amounts of CO2. CO2 are releases of as a byproduct of the chemical reaction. Additionally, the burning of fossil fuels to reach these high temperatures generates for CO2 emissions. The main motivation for this research lies in the urgent need to develop more, more sustainable and efficient construction materials. Cement production is one of the largest industrial sources of these emissions, accounting for approximately 80 parts of global CO2 emissions, to contributing significantly to global warming. Not to mention the extraction of raw materials for construction, such as and gravel, is depleting natural resource and alarming rate. Equally important agricultural and industrial production generates large volumes of waste, which often accumulate in landfills or are improperly disposed of, like soil and water pollution, greenhouse gas emissions, and public health risks. Uh, Objectives. Objectives general. To evaluate the impact of the proportion of rice hulls and glass fiber on the mechanical, acoustic, and thermal properties of alkali-activated geopolymers. Specific objectives. Specific objectives. One, to produce alkali-activated geopolymers dosage of rice use as glass fiber. Two, to compare the mechanical performance of activated geopolymers with the addition of rice use as and glass fiber against traditional Poland cement. And three, to determine the influence of adding rice use ash and glass fiber on the thermal conductivity and some insulation of alkali-activated geopolymers. Next, question problem. This question reveals the main topic on the project, the materials that use it, and the reason why they are intended to be recycled. Is how does the addition of dry hose and glass fiber affect the mechanical, thermal, and acoustic properties of alkali-activated geopolymers? Next, materials. Materials Materials are like you ash, which will serve as the activator, and glass fiber, which will serve as the reinforcement, and chemical base. Shown on the left, the dry solid materials that contain cycle ASI and alumina Al in an amorphous state, which facilitates the reaction. Metakaolin Il-2, Ca2O7, calcium clay, fly ash by from thermal power plants, plus foreign slag by from the steel industry, alkaline activators. Alkaline activators in the certain of the image, the leaky components are mixed with the precursors to initiate the reactions. Uh, Hydroxides and NaOH or uh, KOH, sodium or potassium hydroxide, alkali silicates, Na2 SiO3 or K2SaO3, sodium or potassium silicate. And finally, a chemical reaction. On the right side, the result is shown a three-dimensional 3D network formed by reparting unions of SiO, Al, O, where silicon and aluminum atoms are connected through oxygen atoms. This hardened geopolymer help provides the material with its advanced mechanical and chemical properties. Next, justification. The justification, this combination allows the source of agro-industrial waste reduces environmental impact and improves various properties. And characteristics positives, lower environmental impact, great durability, high mechanical strength, and waste utilization. Next, methodology. Methodology, this is adaptation, optimization of rice host has based geopolymers, reinforced by recycled glass fiber. García Leighton, 2023, Journal of Cleaner Production. Uh, this project is experimental research with a mixed methods approach and variables, independent variables. The research of precursors proportion and application of the fiber, dependent variable, physical, mechanical, thermal, and acoustic properties of conventional mortar and fiber reinforced geopolymer mortar. And intervening variable for addition between the fiber and the conventional geopolymer mortar. And methodology, this image um, start start with collection and preparation materials, combustion or fast, grinding and sieving. Next, mix the scene and preparation. Uh, como rice husk ash and 5 and 0.5 percentage and grass fiber and fibra of video y and an activator and alkaline activators silicate. Next, mechanical, thermal, and acoustic testing. Such with compressive and flexural strength, thermal conductivity, not plane method, and acoustic absorption. This is a validation and comparison geopolymers with glass fiber, geopolymers versus Portland cement. Thank you.